Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Nani, an episode where we discuss anime that we're currently watching. And today we're going to be talking about To Be or X episode 12. And man, definitely by far the best fight. Definitely by far the best fight we have gotten so far. And I think we're halfway there, actually. I believe it's 12 more episodes ago. I believe it's going to be 24 episodes. I could be wrong. It could be, I think it's going to be 24 episodes or 25. But regardless, though, it ends in September. So like I said, we're about halfway there. And this was the best fight. I mean, the Easel fight was good, but this one right here was great. But before we get to that fight, let's talk about what happened prior, right? And at the start of this episode, well, no, we learned about Boa's story right there. Like Boa worked her ass off to get where she's at right now. Like she didn't get any handouts. She had to fight guys. She had to do it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Like pause. Like she went for the jump right, went through the mud right there. So she had no handouts. She even got shot. She even conquered death. And she's at what she is today right there. So Boa, beautiful, strong woman, been through the mud right there. Like she's like saying she ain't got no handouts. But when, she found out that Queen's, the Queen's father is like the journalist guy or whatever like that works with them. She's like, okay, I'm pissed off because you're getting a handout right there. I worked my ass off. And we saw that the fear particles was developing around her right there. So now it's like she's letting all her emotions out right now, but she doesn't have full control over her emotions right there. Like I said, fear is taking over her right there, and fully taking over her right there. You see her eyes right there, and she's like, yo, I'm all about killing Queen now, right? So that goes on. We see Queen, just handling loss for the first time. And I said before, when you win majority of the time, or you never lose. You lose one time, it can be demoralizing right there. Like she is just distraught, looking through online, seeing that Also, Bo was looking at the same thing too, saying that it was rumored that Queen was trying to use science, look to help out the rounds and everything right there. Like, why is this going on? This is when Lucky Science Army was going on at the same time too. When they learned about where our powers came from right there. So that's when the media will return on it right there. Like I said, Queens and Science Story were going at the same exact time for one another, right? And so when Little John tried to cheer her right there, but she still didn't go out. So Queen's father, I forgot his name right there, talked to her about how he found Lucky through a science through uh a plane crash right there, put her to a foster home, to keep her secret right there. You know how that happened right there, and so I believe he might have he told Queen, Queen about the audio file that's somewhere at the orphanage, right? So as that's going on, this is the time where Mickey was saying no, don't go. To science, the media is turning you right there. Quinn says no. There's still a way for you to change this right there. There is an audio file back at the orphanage at the yeah, at the home for you to find right there. And so Queen told Cyan that your song, cheering right there, it helped me. It motivated me to be back out there. And Science song, man, this song that Science sings right there, it's been a beautiful song right there. Like honestly, like I said, it the song was playing when during the crash, the plane that's about to crash right there. Cyan and her friends sang it right there. She's at a concert, and now it's motivating, helping Queen right there. Like we might have put this song as song of the year. I mean, not win song of the year, but anime song of the year. It should be a nominated for 2026 right there because technically it'd be for 2025. The anime awards would be 2026, but this song right there, man, it's helping a lot of people throughout this series right there, and I we gotta give more power to Lily Cyan right there. It almost seems like this is part of her story too, but obviously because both the stories happen at the same time, right? But I said this does motivate Quinn to get back out on the road right there and actually help people. And she does plan on, going back to the tournament to require, the X Teller, right? So as she's, done with patrol and everything like that, we do see Boa. Boa finds Queen and the Boa and Queen fight was just a beautiful choreographed fight, and the setting where it happened at the docks right there made it even better right there. Like I said, both Iso's fights were good, right? East, old Iso against new Iso, that animation was great, right? But this was just 10 times better. Like this was half of the episode right there. Like first half was was motivating Queen to get back into the road, right? Second half was the fight. This was a long ass fight right there, and I'm for it right there. Like I am for it right there. I said the fighting, the explosives, the presentation, the lighting. Like I thought the fight between the Jinwoo and the Black Ant was good. This one I gotta say was a lot better. 10 times better right there. And these Chinese animation people, like, I don't know what they're on right there, but they are cooking with these fights right there. And they are great, right? And what also makes this great, what makes this good, what also makes this fight good as well is that, looking at, Windbreaker, right? When they said, when you're, having a fight, you're also having a conversation as well. And I'm like, okay, that's right, because now in this fight, you feel Boa's emotion throughout this. So you feel the hurt, the pain that she's going through right there. She feels like everything was saved for her. He felt this, the queen took everything from him right there. And you just feel like, when you feel the emotion, when you feel a story throughout a fight right there, it makes the fight 10 times better. Like, she even was able to find out, the loopholes through Queen's powers through Aurora's, right? And what's pretty cool is that Queen said at the end of the fight, she's like, yes, there are loopholes, but she said that what she said, when rules are broken, they get stronger, and order frees a hero, and something with the villain right there. I didn't write that part, but like that final attack that she did on Boa was just great. Now I wasn't gonna show this part, but like I feel as though like I'm in copyright right there, so I'm gonna just not do anything right there. I'm gonna leave that alone. But regardless, though, the Boa and Queen fight was just phenomenal. Like I said, the animation, the presentation, the lighting, the purple and the gold going at it right there. And as I said before, this fight was telling a story. You felt the pain through Boa's emotion right there. I always feel as though like looking at anime fights now, when there's emotion to it, it makes the fight so much better right there. And like I said, I gotta give a shout out to Windbreaker for saying, when you're fighting, you're having a conversation. Now, it wasn't a peaceful conversation, obviously, right there, but like I said, the emotion that, Bo was going through right there. And looking back at a lot of fights that I've seen back in the day when they've had emotion to it, not to say that the best fights need to have emotion right there. There are some fights that don't have emotion right there, but this fight right here with the emotion that Bo was going through right there, it was just great. Like it was flawless right there. And like I said, Queen does win the fight right there, but she also noticed that during the fight that it's like Bo's stress value is plummeted right there. How is she so strong right there? So Queen doesn't really know about the whole fear particles just yet. Just to let you know. But he said, so yeah, she does stop Boa, and Boa she when she told Bo, you dropped out the top 10, she was just crying. Like she was like, back to her normal self right there. And like I said, I'm glad Boa didn't die. I get a feeling that Boa might die throughout this fight. Good thing that she didn't. Now, after the fight was over right there, Quinn was in the hospital for days. For days. So she missed the ranking tournament again. She missed the ranking tournament because she was knocked out. She's in the hospital right there, and she was distraught right there. She was hurt. But Mickey does send Queen and Cyan on a vacation right there, and we this Queen and the Cyan relationship I like. It's basically like a big sister, big a little sister energy, pretty much. And so she does tell Queen, she does actually like, do you really have people that you can rely on right there? Like, do you have any friends right there? She's like, no, oh, I have to rely on myself right there. Cyan's like, no, you can rely on me as well too. So it's like I like that big sister and little sister energy connection that they have right there. And Queen did say, I feel she did say that Cyan will be the most important thing, to bring order to the masses right there. So I feel as though Lucky Cyan, like she's gonna play a very pivotal role in the future right there. Cause like I feel as though we have yet to see Cyan's true power. Like even though this is Queen's story, I still feel so we have yet to see Science Power right there, and I'm excited. Now the episode ends on a cliffhanger where we see little Johnny, no, Big Johnny transform right there, rampaging right there, and it's like what's going on right there, and the episode ends like that. Now I wonder what's going on right there. Now it not obviously I don't think it's true, but like could Mickey have said the Johnny's out to stop Cyan and Queen? I mean I don't. They are part of his hair association right there. I wouldn't think he would want to kill his own heroes right there, but you never know. Like in 2 X, you honestly can't trust anybody. Now maybe Big John is just going on a rampage right there, something happened to him. Now from what I know is that Little Johnny controls Big John. So like if Big John's on a rampage right there, only Little Johnny can summon right there. So, but I said I don't think Mickey would have sent the Giants to stop Lucky Cyan and Queen, but you never know. Like I said, you can't trust anybody in this show. You really can't. But like, I will say, the people that I trust so far, I like the Commoner, aka Nice. I like Queen, and I like Sam. It's not saying I don't like Esau. I don't trust him because who his uncle is, who he's working for, right? And the Johnnies, I don't know just yet. Yes, they have been friendly with them right there, but like we just gotta see. We just gotta see. But I said that's 4 heroes down, 6 more to go, and I believe there's a hero associated episode as well too. So I think that's a little bit. Is it after the next one? What I say right there? But like I said. 2X right now continues to get even better and better. And like I said, 2X, even though we're only halfway through, it's my anime of the year 2025 so far. Listen, we still have, July to go because there's a lot of fire anime that's coming out next month right there. You still have, My Hero Academia final season, which I don't think it's going to be over this year. I feel so they're going to possibly. No, Shibiro, actually, My Hero Academia only runs for 24 episodes. So, and I believe it premieres in October. Yeah, 12 episodes is not going to be done in 2025, so it'll probably be over in 2026. But I already said that though. That's not here to put right there. But like I said, T-Rex right now is killing it right there. And my side is Sarah here right there. I believe it's another 2-part episode as well. So ladies folks, y'all give this a like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to be part of this family, comment, be sure to follow my social media accounts in the description box below. And always remember, check out everybody. There's no such thing as life barriers. Have a good day, everybody. Take care.